CMLL wasn't very notable this week, while the passing of Silver King is very notable. I still did my 3 reviews for the CMLL show that they uploaded to YouTube, which you can go and read and enjoy. But instead of doing CMLL Weekly or my Mass Matches of May series, a daily match video review series I have been doing, I wanted to remember and respect Silver King by making this video and linking to many of his great matches over his 30+ year career. If you know of a great match I left off, feel free to share it, or even just video. Any and all videos featuring Silver King will be welcome, with the obvious exception of the video from May 11th, 2019, where he passed away in the ring in London. That's actually a big reason why I decided to do this, because if you Google or YouTube Silver King right now, as much as it breaks my heart, the first results likely will be the video of his demise. This way you have a hub of many of his great matches without having to scroll by the thumbnail of his untimely passing. The way I'm going to format this is pretty much how I've been doing Mass Matches of May series over the last dozen or so days, minus a match review. Instead, this will just be a long bio talking of Silver King's life and impact on the business. I thought about using somber music instead of my normal music bed, but instead decided to use my normal music, as this is meant to be a celebration of life, not a notification of his death. It may sound cliche, but everyone dies. Not everyone, though, remembers to live. While Silver King lived like, well, a king. Doing what he loved by wrestling for fans in Mexico, America, Japan, and even Europe, few luchadors are known around the globe as much as Silver King was. Debuting in 1985, Silver King first cut his teeth in UWA. Like many luchadors in the 1980s, Dr. Wagner, his father, making a name for himself in UWA. Despite being the younger brother, Silver King actually debuted a year before his older sibling, Dr. Wagner Jr. Silver King debuting at only 17 years old. At 19 years old, in 1987, he'd lose his Silver King mask to El Hijo del Santo, his first Lucha de Apuestas match and his first loss. He'd lose his hair the following year to Kendo. Fairly early in his career, Silver King would work as Dr. Wagner Jr. in All Japan Pro Wrestling in 1987. This was before it was decided that Dr. Wagner Jr. would take that name, his older brother. This would also mark the first time of many that Silver King would work in Japan. In 1990, he would form a tag team with Tejano, a tag team that would take the Mexican lucha libre scene by storm, Los Cowboys, being one of the best tag teams at the time and considered by many to be one of the best of all time. PWI ranked them number 68 of the 100 best tag teams during the PWA years in 2003. The team would go on to hold the CMLL, WWA, IWA, and UWA tag titles together over the years. The two would last work together in 2005 in a duo of trios matches, where the two would tag with the then just starting out Tejano Jr. They also took a tour of Japan in 1994 and 1995 to work with the hardcore promotion IWA Japan, which was famous for its death matches. The two of them even having a death match, if you want to call it that, as neither man bled and neither really used foreign objects. Their tenure as a tag team coming to an end when Silver King moved from Mexico to be a part of WCW's Luchador division, which also saw Silver King vacate the CMLL tag titles, which he was holding at the time with his brother Dr. Wagner Jr. Often when Silver King would wrestle with Tejano, he and Tejano would both wear white. This was a callback to the tag team that made his father famous, Dr. Wagner and Angel Blanco, who would also wear white and often go by the name La Ola Blanca, which means the white wave. For this reason, you will often see Silver King, when teaming with multiple other people, often wearing all white, a reference to his father and the legacy that his father had left him. Sadly, like many of the luchadors that joined WCW, there wasn't much to do. His highest profile match in his 4 years with that company was a challenge for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship against Juventud Guerrera at Fall Brawl 1998. I will say, though, that his brief match with Eddie Guerrero in WCW is a great showcase of just what Silver King could do. With WCW closing down, Silver King went back to CMLL, where he had spent the early 90s. His brother Dr. Wagner Jr., while Silver King was in WCW, had been working for New Japan Pro Wrestling, even making it to the Best of the Super Junior Finals in 1998. Following his footsteps, Silver King worked with New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2001 and 2002, becoming Black Tiger 3, a persona he would also work under in CMLL. He and his brother Dr. Wagner Jr. even challenging for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in 2001. Once New Japan Pro Wrestling stopped using luchadors they had been using, Silver King and Wagner would work for Japan still, but this time for the rival All Japan Pro Wrestling in 2003 and 2004, while also working both CMLL and IWRG in Mexico. In 2003, Silver King would capture his first Trios Championships, the CMLL World Trios Championships, as Black Tiger 3 teaming with Dr. Wagner Jr. and Universo 2000 in what would be an over a year-long reign. He He would film Nacho Libre in 2005, a film of note, one of the few popular films to so prominently feature Lucha Libre front and center. The one actual luchador on the project was none other than Silver King, who played a golden luchador villain known as Ramses, a character he would wrestle as once in a while after that film came out. With the mid-2000s over, he would leave CMLL to ply his trade again in All Japan Pro Wrestling, this time as a solo competitor not joined by his older brother Dr. Wagner Jr. In 2007 and 2008 he worked for All Japan Pro Wrestling and even captured their junior title as Silver King. Silver King would also be the name and mask used upon his return to Mexico, where he'd work for AAA for the next few years until 2014. At the same time, still showing up in IWRG a decent amount, capturing gold in both companies and checking off Tag Team Gold once again when he and Ultimo Gladiator got the AAA tag titles, and with Joe Leider, they would also hold the IWRG Trios titles together around their collective waists. His last title was a La Llava Encantados tag title with his brother Dr. Wagner Jr. in 2015, an indie lucha promotion. In summary, Silver King had a great career and won accolades in All Japan Pro Wrestling, AAA, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, International Wrestling Association of Japan, International Wrestling Revolution Group, La Llavas Encantados, Universal Wrestling Association, World Wrestling Association. He was a world traveler who entertained millions live in person and televised around the globe. This was my tribute to the icon Silver King, who will not be forgotten or replaced. May he rest in peace.